What up, dog?
Yo, what's up, Detroit?
The #1 podcast in the city of Detroit. Straight Shootin' is back in the
Up in this
motherfucking
bitch.
building.
You know how we do.
Each and every Tuesday from 8-ish to 9:30
Man.
p.m.
8-ish. 8:30, 8:40.
Monkey ass nigga time.
CP time like a motherfucker. How y'all doing today?
I'm
Shit,
doing
I'm
well.
good.
Good.
How about you?
Good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Man, who is you, man?
I am DRE.
John Q in this bitch.
And your girl Keys, what's up?
And we got special guest Amber Ewing, comedian Amber Ewing in the
Yay.
Give it
building.
up.
Thank
Give it
you.
up.
Hey, girl.
Give it up.
Ooh, hey.
We'll get into her interview a little later. But like we do every week, we got to do our rundown first. So we want to know how everybody weekend went. So we'll pop it off with you, Q.
Man, if y'all really want to know, I ain't do a damn thing.
It's always the same thing every weekend.
Pretty much, man. Oh, I did do this, though. I did check out this damn series on Netflix called Worst Roommate.
I heard that. I heard
Man,
that shit good
crazy
as
as
fuck.
hell.
As hell.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. Isn't it
Yes.
like 5 stories to it or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
I screenshot it.
I think it's either 4 or 5. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta
but
watch
So
it.
it's-
what is it, like a documentary thing on motherfuckers? got-
It's some real stories and shit about people experiencing like fucked up experiences and shit
With
with
roommates.
roommates and shit. You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
I never
you know,
wanted a
people,
roommate.
hey, from roommates killing people, lying. Oh man, it's
a whole
crazy.
mess.
What is on again?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Check it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I said I was gonna check it out. I never wanted a roommate, so I was like, because of that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
you
like
don't
people
want
at
no
my
damn
house.
roommate.
So.
Yeah, no, fuck no. 'Cause
Yeah.
You got to deal with people, other habits and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm junky, so if you clean, you're gonna be irritated.
Yeah.
At least you honest. But
Right.
Yeah,
At least you
I'm
living your
just-
truth, man. Like,
Yeah, but
listen, I'm
other than that-
junky. I ain't got
I
time.
don't
we all get
fold
junky
clothes.
sometimes, so shit. It is what it is.
Yeah, but other than that, man, I ain't do too much of nothing. I watched that. I did do a little bit of music again, and like I normally do. And shit, that was really about it, man. Went out to eat, did some cardio, worked out, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Some inventory and shit. That's about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So what about you, Keys?
Well, I didn't do pretty much anything this weekend either. I think I pretty much laid around, but however, my pictures finally came back from the photo shoot that I did over in Dominican Republic.
All right, clap that up. Clap
Yeah.
that up.
So, if you guys don't know, I will be using these pictures to officially launch my OnlyFans, which is
Uh-oh.
coming to
Uh-oh, y'all
a
hear that?
theater near you.
So,
y'all
so all
heard
y'all
that she
Keys
got a
fans out there,
OnlyFans?
that's right. She getting the
I'm gonna
OnlyFans.
have OnlyFans, okay? I will not. I'm letting y'all know right now. Don't be asking me to do no motherfucking nasty stuff because I'm not.
They
If you
gon'
think I'm
ask
about
you.
to
You
be
think they
putting
not gonna
bottles
ask
up my vagina, I'm not doing. Listen, my shit gonna be good, and you gonna be satisfied to see, whatever you want to see. But I'm not about to be doing all that nasty
So-
shit. So that's what you were subscribing for. You gonna be highly upset.
So what if a guy asks me like, "Hey, I want to see your feet in some dog shit"? Would you go out there and do some shit like that? Like go step in a big collar? You just had a bunch of puppies too. You had some
Okay,
puppy
so
shit on
I
your feet.
gotta for me, I got an issue with feet. So I'm not doing shit when it comes to feet. I hate fucking feet.
I'm with you on
Yeah,
that.
so anything that has to do with feet, no. Like you might have to ask me something else.
All right.
So and then
You know I had to ask some funny.
it all depends on what they paying. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like about to
you gonna be
be.
stumping in some motherfucking dog
I ain't about
shit.
to be doing no nasty stuff because I do have a son that is 20 years old. It's bad enough that I even have it, but I'm not about to be doing like no porn or no shit like that. It ain't
sure,
gonna be
for
nothing
sure.
like that. But it will be some interesting stuff on there to see.
All right.
So
all
you
right.
know we about to promote that on the page.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Big as hell.
Keys on OnlyFans and shit.
And my name will be Cinnamon. Okay.
All right, Cinnamon. So if y'all want to see Keys and little,
If y'all want to see me
provocative
naked,
action,
y'all can go ahead and
go
subscribe.
to
I'll
her
give y'all the
page or
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was about it for your weekend.
Nothing else. I just
Nothing.
enjoyed. Did y'all see the pictures? Did y'all see the the pictures? What y'all think?
Yeah,
I saw them.
that was
You
yeah.
post them on your
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all like them?
Yeah, that was cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Them niggas like, oh yeah. My wife watching. Yeah.
Somebody trying not to get in trouble. That's really all it is. Like, I ain't trying.
I'm real careful
like,
with
there's
that.
some pictures. You know,
I got to go home to her, and I don't want no
Like, well, look, how your weekend go, Dre?
Right,
Moving on.
Shit, I don't know how did my weekend go, man. You know I be forgetting this shit. I'm an old age and shit.
Man.
Friday, what I do Friday? I was at the store Friday. I didn't really do shit. Saturday, I was at the store. After that, I had my Sunday. Was it? No, yeah. No, Saturday. I had my grandson Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. I don't know if I'm
Man.
We
But
believe that's your son.
Saturday-
Yeah, your son.
We believe that's your
That
child.
you
That is
had by
my
yourself.
grandson. That is my grandson. He was over Saturday or Sunday. I believe it was Saturday. And you know, I just chilled with him and watched some TV or whatever. Sunday I was supposed to not Sunday, yesterday actually, so I did have him Sunday. Yesterday I was supposed to went to the Pistons game. I ended up going, I gave the tickets to my son, so but other than that, man, I ain't do shit.
Okay. Now, what about you, Amber? How was your weekend?
This weekend I actually went out on a date.
Yay, how was that date, girl?
It was nice. We had a funky good time. We actually went to.
Funky good time.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
Man, you sound like you telling
an
your
old
age
person.
already. Right. Funky good
A
time.
funky good time.
Hambo, have you heard?
Go on and have a funky good time.
Was y'all sharp?
There
Was
you
y'all
go.
came on a-
There you go.
Yeah, I love that
Take
song.
you high.
That's the shit. Hey, that song is the shit. God damn it.
That's the
That
jam.
song get you jamming.
And then I went to a comedy show at Canvas called Trap Kino.
Okay.
And I saw Fago Red. He was the headliner, Fago.
Okay.
And basically sat there, we played Keno, ate some good food, listened to some trap music. I ain't know none of the words, but I'm definitely telling my age. I ain't know none of the words.
Right.
And then just kind of prepared for this, and
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
I look like I'm gonna have to give me an OnlyFans page happening now.
Do you got pretty feet?
I do.
Oh, girl, you'll get paid.
I do.
All you got to do is show your feet.
And sometimes they be ashy. I know somebody be.
Yeah, somebody like it.
Somebody like some ashy
Right, I'm
feet.
pretty sure some motherfuckers.
They're going to be like,
ash.
all right, dip the ash in some oil and then rub it together.
Get you some oil. And
Yeah.
Get them ashier. They ain't
Yeah, get them
ashy
ashy.
enough.
Right.
So now that we got everybody weekend out the way, we're going to hop into our sponsors. This episode of the Str8 Shoot'n podcast is brought to you by Drasan Fashion. You can find Drasan on Instagram and Facebook. Also, you can go to our website, drasanfashion.com. That's DRESAN fashion.com. Or you can come down to the store, 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Suite 180. Come and get you something that you know you're going to like. You're going to check it out and enjoy it once you get it. We also sponsored by Sanford Films. If you need any of these prom, y'all got kids getting ready to go to proms, need them pictures done, hit us up. Sanford Films. Also, you looking for a video production, anything, we got that too. So check us out.
All right.
All right. And we also are sponsored by Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness and Gym Animal Muscle Gang Apparel, which is I can be located on Instagram and Facebook and Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness. And also my website is www.gamg.shop. So if you were looking for some gym apparel, hoodies, shirts, tanks, will be coming soon and stuff like that or whatever too. Leggings for women. What else I got? T-shirts and so forth. So like I said, we'll be expanding. So come check me out. And then also you can check me out on Gym Animal John Q on YouTube. So I do be posting up little workout videos and stuff like that, tips for people. And yeah, just come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Check me out or whatever. All right. And then also we are sponsored by my brother back here, right there. You know the turtle right there that's on the camera. But we have 8. You know what I'm saying? So it's All Problems Eliminated, which is a home restoration repair company. So he can be reached at area code 623-223-3943. All right.
Okay,
What you got, Keys?
so you guys know the K&J Kennel Club we are officially sold out from the puppies. I sold the last puppy to a mother and a daughter Sunday, actually. So we are officially over. She probably will be breeding again in the next couple months. But we're actually going to start a new bloodline. We just found somebody who has a black man that has a hell of a bloodline of a Rottweiler. So we're actually trying to take our boy and have some babies with his girl. So we actually will have a new bloodline of German Rottweilers. So you know, I just keep being updated. I'll keep updating you all and to let you know when she'll have her next litter. But we are officially sold out. But moving forward, I will be launching an OnlyFans account. My name is going to be Cinnamon. Don't ask me for the link right now because I don't have it. I'm trying to put together my website. I'm waiting on Dre because that's the person that's going to be putting it together. So, I just gave him a whole job.
Just don't get in trouble.
He don't got to take no pictures or nothing, but I do want him to create the website together.
Yeah.
Oh, you do
know
that?
what I'm saying? Yep, he do that.
I need your business.
Yes, and see, because I'm family, I can.
You get the discount.
Ain't no discount. It's gonna be free.
Oh, well, there's that.
I'm. You know what I'm saying? Shit, just gonna help the show.
You family, but that shit still got.
It gonna cost.
I show you love on the price.
What, for $2?
Hell no.
Let me do it for $2.
Sorry,
Two
y'all.
zeros on the end of that. All right, so we gonna hop into the shot of the day. This shot of the day is for anybody got anything they want to.
Oh, I gotta use my cup.
Nope, you can use your bottle.
That's what's up.
Shot of the day, guys. I get
Come
to
on.
use a water bottle.
Oh yeah, you want to give it out? You want to give out the shot of the day?
What's the shot of the day, guys?
And what y'all want it to be, whatever
What
it
you
is.
want to be?
You talking to me?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, the shout out today.
Hey.
Today is mental health.
Yes.
What's up?
Be kind.
Please, that's a
Take
good one.
care
That's
of
a good one.
yourself. Take
That's a
care of
good
your
one.
family.
Mental
Take
health,
care of
y'all.
strangers.
Yes. Check
We have
on
to
and
take-
check on your
Absolutely.
people.
And check on your people's
Check on your people and check on your people and stop texting them, asking them are they okay.
Call.
Sometimes you might have to pop up.
that part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how about y'all stop texting people, asking them that stupid shit? That's lazy. Pop up sometimes or pick up the phone.
I'm not gonna pop up. I'ma still
Yeah, don't
text
pop up
y'all.
at my house. But if you notice some weird shit, you might just have to do that. for
Yeah,
real.
no,
you know
real
what I'm
talk.
saying?
If it's not right,
Yeah.
Right. All right. So,
So now we about to hop into the shooting the shit segment. We about to tell y'all the crazy story as we always do. We got something for y'all, some unbelievable shit, but it is actually true.
Okay. What we got?
I guess we got nothing. So I guess
It's time to shoot the shit on the Straight Shootin' podcast.
all right, y'all. So this actually took place maybe last month, yeah, around Valentine's Day or whatever. And it happened in, let me see, in New York. And you could, for your significant other, for Valentine's Day, y'all know about how you name people after the stars and stuff, right? They got the thing where you can name people after the stars. Well, how about this? They had in New York around Valentine's Day, you can name your significant other after a roach.
oh, I heard about that.
A roach.
A roach.
I heard about
Roaches
that.
have names?
You
Well,
can just
your name or whoever named
man,
you.
you said your
Wait,
name.
so you named the roach or you named
You named the roach.
who the fuck? Okay, so what type of names did they have? I'm just curious.
You know what? I don't know if you can check out this article on ABC13.com.
you get mad at somebody.
Yeah.
You just name them Richard Roach.
So who the hell
kind
would
of
want a roach named after them?
Right.
Like I'm assuming because this is not the first time they did it, so I'm assuming it's popular. But that sounds like some New York shit.
You gotta do it after your ex. Like you and your ex break up, and you be like, "Bitch, I just named a roach after your motherfucker."
Right.
Smelling the papers and shit.
I just came back from the Dominican Republic and I seen cockroaches there that was the size of fucking mice. So that's
God
offensive. Okay.
Well, I ain't seen nothing
I'm
when I was
like,
out
and they
there.
was just so
Shit.
normal. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they like, oh, that's just a roach. Like,
Y'all seen the rats on the east side of Detroit?
I seen, yep. I ain't gonna say where
They
I
big
seen
as
one
cats.
at, but I just seen one 2 nights ago. I seen one on a motherfucking Saturday night. I ain't gonna put them on blast, but that bitch came out their motherfucking house.
Oh,
damn.
no!
Wasn't no mouse. It was a rat. I seen it.
Damn.
I
Well,
just played quiet.
So
like I ain't
so
see it.
you should somebody should do that for their significant other so we can see what the significant other had to say about
A
it.
roach?
'Cause
You fucking
that's-
name me
that's-
after a roach.
That's
It's
some
a
insulted
problem.
ass shit.
We
like-
windmilling.
Yeah, like what?
It ain't.
Bitch, what you trying to say?
What you trying to
First
say?
of all, roaches still live in a nuclear war.
And they charge you $15, so it's $15.
So that's some cheap shit. So you
So they
gonna pay? Yeah.
Charge you $15.
So name me after.
Initially, it was $50.
How much is
so
it
they
to name
probably
yourself after a star?
You know what? I forgot. I think it's a couple $100 or $100.
Oh, okay. Or name
For the
somebody.
roach though.
like you. So
Yeah.
y'all go to New York to the zoo or whatever and be like, oh, look at Billy climbing the wall.
That's fucked
Somebody
up.
just said G fall off the east side. So when I do my shows, I always do east versus west. My last show was in Rosedale Park, and I said where the east side at, the whole place erupted. It was just like,
I fuck with the east side.
I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with that joke because y'all gonna whoop our asses, and we gonna no, we good. What's up, east
I fuck
side? We
with the
love
east
y'all.
side. Y'all know I'm originally from the east side, so you know I have to represent. I fuck with the east
So
side.
everybody out there listening, if y'all mad at y'all significant other,
Name
or
'em after
you
a
broke,
roach.
remember, you can always call the zoo. I think it's Bronx Zoo, and say you want to name a roach out there.
You fucking cockroach.
Somebody named Roach at
Like
me
you
gonna be some problems, and I'm
fighting.
gonna show up like a roach all the
You
time.
trying to be funny.
Right. Oh,
You trying to be funny doing
well,
that.
we stuck together now.
Yeah,
You say like,
How about that?
like
Right.
like you fucking roach.
that's really an insult.
That's terrible.
Bunch of cockroaches.
I would rather somebody try to find a pigeon and name me after a pigeon than a roach.
Call me a rat before a roach. Like, god damn.
That's terrible.
So
Yeah, that is crazy.
we done touched on the shooting it straight, shooting the shit rather segment, and now we about to hop into our interview with Miss Amber. I was about to say Miss Comedian Amber Ewing, but Miss Amber Ewing, the comedian.
Clap it up, clap it up.
That's right.
Y'all thought I was gonna be white with that corporate ass name, didn't you?
Amber.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all remember what
Coming
was
to
it?
the
Mo
stage.
Money. What was the show with the movie with Damon and
It was more money.
Mo Money? When Mo Money came out and that fool would say Amber, Amber, Amber. That's all people would say to me when that movie came out.
And you
It
know
was
what's so
terrible.
funny? My Gmail and my name is my street name is Amber.
Is it?
It's been my name
said
since
my
I was
street name.
20
name.
years old. To this day, people that don't realize my name is Lakia, they say Amber. And I
Really?
answer to it. That's all my
Amber.
Gmail names,
They
everything.
about to start calling you cinnamon though. Now.
right,
It's
right.
gonna be, hey, look,
What
it's
you
gonna
want me to
be
do?
Ember, aka Cinnamon.
And you got to drag that in.
Stage.
Like, what you want me to do? What you want me to do?
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Amber.
Yeah.
Where y'all want me to start? Tell me where y'all want me to start in this
Let's-
history.
How long you been doing comedy? You know,
I started when the pandemic started. So initially it was just kind of a, let me see if I can do this kind of on the bucket list. I'm turning 40. Most people who turn 40 take trips, you know, Africa and all that. I decided to get up on the stage and try to tell jokes in front of judgmental people
okay.
when I turned 40. It went really well. We didn't sell tickets. I just invited people. I treated it like it was my birthday party.
Okay.
And so I had, you know, friends and family come. And they thought I did a really good job.
Okay.
And so people was like, you need to keep going.
Okay.
And so then I had my second show. The first show was called Cliff Notes, Still 40. The second show was called Note to Self, because it was the second show. Y'all get it? Y'all see what I did?
Yeah, right.
That marketing plan with me.
All right.
So I did that. The second show was amazing. We sold out in 2 days, close to 200 tickets.
Okay.
I introduced 2 new comics. Shout out to Betty Dickerson, Betty D. She's coming. And then I had another new comedian. We called his name is Marquise Booth. His stage name is Woody Wood. But then I had some vets hosting. Shout out to Fago Red and Marv Ross Under Comic.
Okay.
Shout out Underground Comic.
Okay.
And then they loved us so much, we did a Valentine's Day show after that.
Okay.
So, and the reason why I do shows is because I'm a single mom. My child is in her formative years. She's 5. I cannot hit comedy clubs like I would like to.
Okay.
Open mics are usually Monday through Friday because they want to let, you know, all the nobodies go and then they make their money on the weekends.
Okay.
So I have to find things that I know will benefit me, you know, and I can actually get in front of, you know, people that can make some opportunities happen. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of get selective. And the comedy industry ain't feeling that. They like, you gotta hit this ground and hit these shows we do, you know. And I'm like, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, I gotta take this is my lane. I gotta do it how I wanna do it. Because what my daughter not gonna do is grow up and say my mom wasn't here, but you know, we got all this money.
Especially
And
being her age.
and she's only 5.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's a very important age.
Absolutely. It's her formative years.
Sponge. Sponge all day long.
And I can't just hand her off to people
can't.
you know, here, watch. And my village is strong. Shout out to my village. Woo, woo. But again, they have kids, you know, they have families. They can't always just, this is my dream and I'm responsible for getting myself, you know, through it. So.
Okay. So is that pretty much like your biggest like challenge right now, as far as in, you know, doing comedy?
Yes, that's really the only challenge is, you know, not hitting things during the week.
Okay.
And really getting myself out there. But that's why I put on shows and I really put money behind the production. So when I send it out, it's a full production. I have audio, video, you know, I have a DJ, I have credits at the, you know, I have all of the bells and whistles.
Okay.
Because when somebody see it for the first time, it's not just a clip.
Right.
It's a full-on production.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I put all my energy and everything into that. But I did say that I'm going to do more maybe private shows on the weekends.
Okay.
Like April 3rd, I'm doing Trap Kino at Canvas, Livernois.
Okay.
Fun place, everybody go. Eventbrite.
All right.
Canvas, it's in the fashion district on Livernois.
Avenue of Fashion.
I don't know what's it called.
Avenue of
That's why we can't do good as a people, because we can't be consistent with the names. It was called the Fashion District at one point, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I know.
Did I make that up?
It's been a fashion Avenue of Fashion.
Avenue of Fashion.
Yeah, for
Avenue
a while.
of Fashion.
Precious, no.
Yeah,
Man.
Because you keep, listen, hey, look, y'all, I told y'all I used to intern for TV production. This man right here, say hi.
She called me Precious again.
He was my very first person who hired me as an intern for TV production. So y'all be that's another thing about being a comedian. Your friends don't believe shit you say. They don't. You have to you have to say every time, I'm for real, dog. This is for real. Are you playing? No, this is some serious shit.
Yeah, that's one thing about a comedian.
You don't believe shit. Yeah.
So go ahead. Dre.
Well, I was just gonna ask you. So have you found like the older comedians that's been in the game longer, like? Do you see them like trying to give you pointers to help you, or are they more so?
Oh, for
like you ain't
sure.
putting dudes in or something like that?
No. So apparently, there's these new set of comedians that came out with me. So it's Detroit comics. There's so many new ones.
Yeah.
New people, and it was so much love. I did Punchline a few weekends ago for Miss Tina Graham, and when I say the love, the energy in there was everything. Okay. You know, I've had promoters reach out to me and give me tips. Like, listen, your name is out in these streets. Stay exclusive. Keep doing your shows. Keep working on your craft. You know, we understand your situation. You can't get out, you know, during the week. Okay. But everybody, I mean, I have not run into, and I was apprehensive because I'm like, it's hard for women to get in comedy. Yeah. It's hard. And I was taking my time because I'm like, I need to get my mental health together. Yeah. You know, I have to, because you have to have thick skin going into this. So I've gotten nothing but love and support. And I was really apprehensive because Detroit comedy is a different beast. Mm-hmm. It is not the same as, you know, regular, you know what I'm saying?
That's because everybody grew up flaming the fuck out of everybody.
Yes, you got to come with the fire. Like, you can't go up in there and be timid and kind of like...
silly motherfuckers.
And they your hardest critics, too.
Yeah.
You be like... I was telling you at the Punchline, when somebody went up and nobody laughed, I was like... I'm about to go. Somebody go get my car because I can't. I ain't about to. But yeah.
So have you been heckled?
No,
like
not yet.
Okay,
it's coming though. I got a feeling it's coming.
Yeah, because we used to have a comedian that was part of the team. His name was Detroit Red. Shout out Detroit Red.
Hey Red.
What up, Red? And he better bring your ass back up here for a minute.
Not even just him. We have another comedian comes in from time to time named Frank.
Frank G. Yeah.
And then also our very first show was with a comedian, Jeff Horst.
Yeah.
And they all were saying every one of them bombed at one time.
Yeah.
So
I'm so scared, but they say that's a rite of passage. You gotta do it. You gotta bomb that one time, and I don't want to.
yeah, I mean, you know, I guess it. But I guess it.
Can I
they
bomb
say-
with y'all? Does that count?
I couldn't imagine being a comedian because
Right,
I've been
right.
said some stupid shit.
That's what you're supposed to do, though. You go up there. What keeps me calm is I go up there and be myself, and that's it. If you don't like what I say or what I do, you shouldn't have bought a ticket. But thank you for your patronage. I appreciate your money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Anybody want to call in and got questions for Amber or any of us? The number is 248-690-5996. Again, 248-690-5996. So go ahead, Keys.
Well, my question is, do you ever roast your audience?
So at the Valentine's Day show, I tried. And
Yeah, I tried.
I did. I tried, and it didn't go over so well.
Okay.
It wasn't any beef, but people didn't get it. Like I guess that could be considered as bombing.
Okay.
Because I actually didn't do a full set at my Valentine's Day show. I hosted because I didn't have my team with me.
Okay.
Because it was like Monday, and people was like, "Girls, Monday, we got to go to school." So
Right.
I was working by myself, so I was hosting, all of that, and I was not prepared, and I did not know who was in the audience.
Okay.
And I called myself trying to interact with the audience, and I told this lady, it was a couple, and I asked them, on your first date, and I told her, I said, look, I'm going to ask your husband because women lie about this question. We do. Free game, fellas. We lie about this question. And so I said, I'm asking him because he's going to tell me the truth. Right. You not. And she was like, oh, bitch. So I asked the husband, I'm like, so did you hit on the first night? Her face was just like that. She was like, because she did not want him, she didn't know what he was going to say. And he was like, hell no, she fucked it up. And I was like, she pissed. He not getting none tonight.
Right, you just fucked his action.
Right.
So, so it didn't go over so well. And I thought she was going to cuss me out. So I later kind of circled back and was like, I hope I didn't embarrass you. And she was like, no, I'm fine. She was like, I just didn't know you was going to say that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you probably was all type of bees when she left.
And I was like, we ain't going back to that motherfucker show. Next time I'm going to bring my 9, that bit, all of that. So.
So as far as, so you've been doing it about how long, you said?
So when did the pandemic start? 2019? I started prepping in 2019 and then 2020.
Okay.
When did I have my first show? September 2020.
Okay.
2020.
So how far are you planning on trying to take it?
I don't know. Like I was telling you earlier, I'm not sure if the stage is where my destination needs to be. Right. Like I said, I want to write for sitcoms. I want to do a podcast eventually. I want to travel with this. I don't know what it's going to be, but a lot of times too, writing for a show. So writing a 3 to 5 minute set, easy. That's one joke, depending upon of what you say.
Yeah.
10 to 15. It's gonna take you about a month or so. Okay. 30 minutes, that's 6 months for me.
Yeah.
So in my mind, if I have to write new jokes for each show that I have, because I can't recycle them, because I got a support group that they see the same jokes.
Right.
That's a lot. It's a lot. And so if I go that route, it's gonna be slow motion.
Okay.
So I'm picking up different opportunities, like doing a podcast show, doing something else. If somebody has a web series, maybe I'll look into that.
Okay.
But I don't think that stand up itself is my final. It's fun though, for sure. I do love it. It is
But you
therapeutic.
want to kind of take it.
I want to branch off because let me tell y'all something. I am almost 42. Doing a show is like I said, when I finished that 30-minute, I dropped. I was so tired.
Yeah.
It takes so much energy out of you because if you're animated like I am on stage, you trying to keep the crowd going, and that adrenaline is pumping. But when you get off, when you get off the stage, it's kind of like,
Crash.
a whole crash. Yep.
I watched I don't know if y'all watched the documentary, Anything is Possible, Kevin Garnett.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, y'all gotta watch it. I didn't know Kevin Garnett was that funny.
Okay.
But he was talking about the game. Now, y'all might remember this. I don't remember the game. The game when he was the Celtics, and who was with him with the Celtics?
Paul Pierce.
Was Ray Allen. Ray Allen.
Yeah.
When they won that game and KG went back into the locker room, they was like, yeah, come on, KG, you did it. You did that shit. And he was like, I'm going to bed.
Right.
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
That's how you feel after a show like that. Like, you like, bitch.
Yeah.
You can't think nothing. Like, people be like, how you feel? And I'm ready to go to bed.
I'm ready to go to bed.
So let me ask you this. I know you said it might take you a while to say, like, construct your actual comedy. Do you would you want to have like have you ever considered, say, like a writing like crew or something like that with you, like
like a creative team?
Yeah.
I'm looking for them.
Okay.
Where they at?
Okay.
I'm looking for them.
Okay.
Let me tell you, my team, my friends, my circle, they're all entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Navy B. Ray, photography. I got a homeboy that does art. All of these things they do, they just don't do comedy.
Right.
So they kind of link up and do things. And then I'm kind of in my little lane, like, I need you to listen to this joke now. Nick, let me tell you something. Anybody gets jokes from me. Okay, I was on the phone with the rep from Xfinity, and that bitch got all the jokes. Okay, she said she was like, I got 5 kids. I was like, let me help you out. Let me get you laughing. And I just was using jokes on her.
Okay.
People get them because I cannot go to open mic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just try them out on anybody. I send a text to somebody. They be like, what the fuck? Thank you for laughing. Was that funny? Good. Okay, I can flesh that out. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta do it.
That's
Yeah.
actually a good idea.
Hell, anybody can get it. I'll go to the store. Hock me. Listen, let me tell you about this joke. And it just,
Got you.
Hey, but at least that gives you confidence on stage. You able
Yeah.
to do that.
yeah, it
you
does
are-
help out because I don't know these people.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as long as I can make somebody laugh anywhere I go, I'm good.
That's good.
I'm good.
Yep.
So let me ask you this. So is there any kind of like material or subject that you would try to like avoid?
So
Why
the
you,
rules of comedy for women, let me tell you. I was told I cannot talk about penis. I cannot talk about sex.
That's what
And I cannot
always hear-
cuss.
What?
What?
Listen, this is what some of the higher ups of comedy has told me. First of all, I was told I cuss too much. That's number one. I don't cuss in my regular voice. Friends, do I cuss in my regular voice? Okay.
crazy.
I don't cuss in my regular voice, but when I get on the stage, so when I did my show in front of Miss Tina Graham, I was told, don't say anything about fucking or don't say anything about dicks. Make sure you stick to ass as a cuss word. Don't
Right.
use F-bombs and stuff like that.
What about Eddie Murphy and all of them? They
But
was
the
cussing their asses
difference
off.
is they're males.
But I was even but even it's
I done
women.
heard, like, some
I done
more.
heard,
Yeah,
some
what's that
more.
one lady?
But
the little
how many
fingernail?
women? How many comics that are women have you seen up there and stay up there?
I mean, I know what you're
Not-
saying.
You know what I'm
Only
saying?
Tiffany Haddish probably the only one right now.
But not only that,
What
though,
about that
I mean,
one lady with the long fingernails and
You
she got
talking
the
about
bald
just
head?
hilarious?
No, the older lady.
She mixed.
Oh, you
no,
talking about
she got
Lunel.
bald head,
You
long
talking about
fingernails.
Lunel.
She always talking about dick.
Yeah, Lunel.
Yeah, Lunel.
Yeah.
Female comics cousins.
Lunel.
Yeah.
But they got white privilege, so they can do that.
You can do it. Look, I
messing
figure
with
like this.
So,
As
but
long- hey,
listen,
look,
but those are the
Say what the
rules. That's
hell
what
you
they
want-
say.
yeah.
Stay away from.
So why
I
you
don't.
can't talk about
Yeah.
dick?
Because they
I
feel
guess
like-
I'd be bomb because
No.
I'm gonna go off.
Because they feel like they want to see more out of women than just sex sales, and I get that. But
That's crazy. because
But-
if you're talking about limp dicks and all of the experiences as far as
Crooked
how
dick,
men, right, or
all the
the ones
things.
becoming quick, or the ones who be
Yeah, I don't-
pumping real
yeah,
fast. Like people need to
that's-
talk about
yeah,
this
I
shit because these niggas is overly
they
confident.
say they say for streamline, like to make it. They say that producers and promoters are turned off.
You know why?
From-
Because they turned up because they fit the description of every fucking joke there is when it comes to a dick. That's why they feelings is gonna be hurt. And
Right.
you know, men are way more sensitive than women.
That part.
They be wanting to kill your ass if you say some shit. They hit the
I
truth.
guess I just don't understand why is that even like possible still. As much crazy shit that you hear on a regular TV
But
now.
not
you know what I
even
mean?
that.
And-
Sorry, y'all, keep you in the mic. Not even that. It's tough being a comedian right now because everybody is sensitive.
Right.
Everybody's being canceled over everything. That's what really I had kind of paused doing this show because I'm like, what if I say something wrong and 10 years later somebody pulls this up and try to cancel me off of something I said 10 years ago and I was a different
And it
person, different
happens.
place.
Yeah.
Yes, it happens.
Yeah,
Bad.
It happens. Hell, they did Michael Jackson's documentary when he died.
Yeah. I mean, so
Except
when it
Dave
comes to stuff
Chappelle.
like that, I just look at it like this. As long as your intentions is good, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't even worry about it. You know
It
what
is. I mean, my whole purpose is to make a person laugh. That's
There you
it.
go.
I haven't, and whatever comes out comes out.
And I hate that
Yeah.
now in comedy you have to watch that. I hate that. Like
About what you saying.
you gotta watch what you're saying. Like back in the day when we had people like Eddie Murphy and what's his other name, Richard Pryor and all of them, they said what
Red
the fuck
Fox,
ever
all of
was on
that,
their
yeah.
mind. Whether it was a gay joke, whether it was a black joke, whether it was a white joke. Now all of those jokes you gotta be super hyper sensitive and watch
Right.
what the fuck you say. Or you're going to get canceled, and that's some bullshit because that's what makes it funny.
Yeah, I
you know
don't
what I'm saying?
understand
The
that.
truth is what makes it funny.
Bruh, comedy
it's
is
bullshit.
comedy. Everybody get attacked in comedy. There's no
Anybody can
nobody.
get it.
Yeah, anybody can get it.
So you don't find like certain people don't get mad at the fucking jokes. Why are y'all getting mad at? But you know who? I better not say this before we get canceled. This shit.
What?
But-
Go ahead and say that shit.
But I'm just saying the ones who mostly have the most issues all the time is the LGBTQ.
Yep, they got the
letters,
most
yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
You cannot say anything without offending them people, and I hate that. Because
it's like-
why all of a sudden are y'all subjected to like, or you can't be subjected to a joke now?
It's
You know
like
what I'm
they
saying?
fine if you talking shit about a straight
Somebody,
person.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
good.
But soon as shit you talk about them and shit, then
It's
they
like,
got a
oh,
problem. But they'll
you're
laugh all
homophobic.
day.
Right.
You're
So
homophobic.
I got
going-
a
you
story
know what I
about
mean?
that. I
And
was
that's
looking for a
crazy.
venue for my last show, and I was going to go to a particular comedy show in a particular suburb that's geared to particular letters.
Okay.
What, Southfield?
No.
Because it's full of them out here.
She said nope.
Nope. and they told me flat out. She was like, "Okay, cool. Can you send me a copy of your set and your other comedian set because we want to make sure that it's aligned with our values. We don't want any racism or any homophobic joke." Are you kidding me?
If I can't be who I am, then I don't even want to fucking do it. Like
that's crazy.
even having a podcast that I have right now, like if I can't say whatever the fuck I want to say, that I don't want to do the podcast. If I gotta watch what I say and make sure I don't say anything to
Walk on
offend white people,
eggshells.
I don't want to be like, this is who I am. Like I want to be able to say exactly what is on my mind because that's what makes me keys. What makes me keys is the fact that I have no filter. I say whatever the fuck I'm thinking. I've always been like that. When it gets to a point where you have to start walking on eggshells and you gotta watch what you say, it takes the fun out of it because now you're being fake.
It takes the authenticity out of it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Because you're being fake now.
Yep, you being
Because
real
you got to
fake.
worry about what other motherfuckers
Yeah.
thinking. No, fuck y'all. If y'all don't like it, go to hell if y'all don't want to watch it.
There you
Because
go.
everything coming out of my mouth.
That's 100.
Right.
Shit.
Hashtag 100.
Right. Hashtag 100. Shit.
So our topic of today we're talking about.
Oh shit, going dark.
Yeah, I hate to just
Interrupt the
switch
phone.
over to that quick, but we're discussing depression and the signs of it and what can
Mental
cause
health
it.
awareness.
What can you do to alleviate the situation when you are going through depression and everything like that. And I know you had a personal story.
I do.
And I mean, you could discuss it if you feel like something you don't want to talk about. You don't really have to. But we just want to touch bases. And again, if anybody want to call in, it's 248-690-5996.
To call in 248
690
690
5996.
5996.
So yeah, I'm loosening it up before I, maybe it make you a little more comfortable. I go into one of my own situations where I dealt with depression. I went through, it had to be probably 2009, 2010, something like that. But I was battling depression for probably about a year, close to it anyway. Because a lot of things in my life had switched. It went wrong, so, and it just seemed like shit couldn't get on the right track.
Right.
Whatever reason. And, I was fortunate enough to be able to climb about it myself.
Yeah.
But so many people,
They can't.
They can't. They need to talk to someone. They need help. They
Or need
the
to go
support.
into may too. Some people may have to go into a psychiatric rehab.
Yeah,
And
that's possible.
Just to get that break and get a med regimen set up. I had to do that. I had to go into.
Was it 72 hours or something?
I was in there longer than that. I had a nervous breakdown 2017. My kid's father passed away. And when he passed away, I got blamed for his death.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now mind you, this man died of a drug overdose. I never introduced him to drugs. In fact, he introduced me to drugs. I left him because of his drug habit.
Right.
And for whatever reason, I still got blamed. They made it seem like his drug habit came because I left him, but I left him because of his drug habit.
He just relapsed once you left, or just went heavy.
He got worse once I left. Once I left and took the kids, his drug habit got worse than what it was. And so I got blamed. You know what I'm saying? I got blamed for it, and basically everybody was saying the rumor had it that he killed himself. I mean, he technically did kill himself, but he killed himself on accident. He had a drug overdose. But they were saying he killed himself because of me, blah, 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 blah. And that shit knocked me off my square, because not only did he die, which fucked me up, you know what I'm saying? It fucked my kids up. Then you got people telling my kids that it's my fault. Like, it just really fucked me up. I had a nervous breakdown. I was already going through depression because at the same time I was going through a divorce.
Oh, wow.
So I'm already going through a divorce. I'm battling depression. Then my baby daddy up and died. So I ended up having a nervous breakdown, and I ended up having to go into a psych ward. That's how bad it got. Yeah. And I was in the psych ward for probably about 3 weeks. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And got on a med regimen, and then ended up coming out. But depression is real. It's real. And a lot of times people are ignoring the signs. One of the signs that I look into as far as depression, one of the major signs is if you know somebody, a lot of times when we make fun of people with cluttered houses and dirty houses, that is a number one sign of depression. Yeah, when you see somebody with a dirty house, that's a number one sign of depression.
It takes energy to do it.
It does, and you're so drained already based off of what you're constantly thinking and how you're feeling. You don't have the energy. You don't have the energy.
So we make fun. A lot of times people make fun of them people like that bitch nasty. You don't know. Instead of you talking shit, why don't you go over there and help them clean it up?
Or ask them, how can I help?
How can I help?
Because some people don't want you in their house cleaning up. You just ask them, how can I help?
Yeah, just go over there and ask, how can you help, instead of talking shit. There's all type of signs of depression, but I know that's definitely one of them. A person automatically just fall off the face of the earth. That's my sign. So if I start coming around and then all of a sudden I disappear,
I start
isolating, something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of thinking that I'm acting funny, I'm being funny acting, and you taking it personal. It used to be a lot of times people start taking it personal, like, oh, this bitch acting funny. But people started catching on. Once I started maybe explaining a little bit more, people started catching on, like, okay, she going through something.
Right.
I just hate that when it comes to our people, we don't check on our people. We don't check on our people. We text. That's lazy. That's a lazy form of communication. And our number one text is, you good. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have communication skills anymore, because the social media has really taken over our communication skills. So when you text a person, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, I'm good.
Right.
But there's so many signs that you have to physically look at to tell if a person depressed. And you can't tell that over no fucking text message.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people, the shit go misdiagnosed. A lot of times by the time you realize that person was so fucked up that they end up killing themselves, or they end up snapping, or they end up killing their kid. Like, all of that shit comes from depression. And I will definitely want to tell the audience that all black people, for the most part, come from trauma.
Right.
It is absolutely normal and okay to see a psychiatrist. It is absolutely normal, okay, to talk to a therapist. God is not going to church. I hate when people go to church. First of all, I'm not trying to get on the church folks, but when I hear a person say, go to church and find God, Church is the number one corrupt shit walking around this motherfucker. Let's start there. We got the pastors molesting these kids. Y'all gossiping. Y'all judging. Y'all doing ATM machines in the goddamn church. You can't sit down without a motherfucking bowl coming in front of your face telling you to donate. So, no, I don't want to hear that go to church. It is okay to talk to a therapist. It is okay to be medicated. It is okay to go see a psychiatrist. It is okay to not be okay.
Right.
It is okay to not be okay. And I feel like there's a stigma when it comes to black people looking for ways to fight their depression, especially black men. Black men are hurting. Black men are depressed. Black men go through more shit than anybody in this world, and black men are taught to not cry, shut the fuck up, be strong, you a bitch if you show any emotion. So black men have this stigma that if they show any type of emotions, which is normal, that they are less than a man. So they're walking around this bitch angry as fuck. That's why you got so many black men that'll snap if you even step on their goddamn shoe, because they are not taught how to properly express their emotions.
Right.
So people need to realize that emotions are not bad.
It's not.
Emotions are not bad. Feelings are not bad. Feelings are temporary, and people need to realize that. What needs to happen with emotions, you need to manage them. And in my case, my situation was not depression clinically. I have or had a condition. See, I'm still traumatized from. I had a condition called premenstrual dysphoric disorder, where something in my genes. It's not a hormonal imbalance. No, it's not. But something in my genes does not process the fluctuation of hormones during my cycle. So my brain does not know how to process the ups and downs of PMS or PMDD. So for 10 days of every single month, I went through rage. I went through debilitating. I couldn't get out of bed. My body was hurting. I would cry on a dime. I would snap at people. So after those 10 days are up and I finally sorry, fellas, I finally bleed, it's euphoric. It's like, oh my God, I'm free. I'm myself again. But then I have to go back and do damage control to people that I've cussed out.
That don't understand.
That people that don't. And it's hard. PMDD is probably the hardest thing to diagnose because it mirrors bipolarism. Because you have those 10 days where you're not yourself.
And 10 days is a long time.
10 days is not only is it a long time, but you go 10 days every month for a year.
And that sounds like bipolar.
If somebody
third of the month,
that's a third. That's your life.
Yeah.
And I was going through that ever since I was 13 years old when I started my cycle at 13. Now, I was fortunate enough to find out about it when in my 30s. I was diagnosed, and we initially were going to get on medication, but I did not want to get on medication because the medication that they wanted me to get on, you have to use it long term. But my condition was only 10 days a month. I don't want to be a zombie
for 30 days.
I want to enjoy those other 20 days. I don't want to, I've already
You want to be you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's not a cure for it, but again, you can manage the symptoms. I chose, and the reason why I went ahead and got a hysterectomy, the only way to cure PMDD is to have a full hysterectomy. So everything got to come out. But I had a corrective action at work, and my job was in jeopardy. And I'm like, no, we got to do something about this. So I had the surgery, and then I thought I was fixed. I'm like, bet. It's out. I'm about to, live my best life. Yeah, no. Because...
You said, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Because not only you cannot live your best life right after that, but I was traumatized by everything that I had gone through. So my brain needed to heal itself. I needed help with that. My doctor, my gynecologist had to remind me, she was like, you've been dealing with this since you were 13.
Yes.
Your brain is traumatized. Every month you're going to brace for impact for those 10 days, but it's gone. She was like, now we need to go into surgical menopause. We need to have a plan for that. So, I had some hormone replacement patches and, some some different things that I use for hot flashes. Because let me tell you about the motherfucking hot flashes. Like, woo! When I tell you them hot flashes hit at any time,
That's horrible.
not only that, don't you light a cigarette or a blunt next to me because I'm a combust. That's how hot I feel. Like from your toenail to your hair. It's bad. Hot flashes are
I
the
couldn't
devil,
imagine.
of the devil. So anyway, but I'd rather deal with those symptoms than deal with the symptoms of the PMDD. I am now able to, I've repaired a lot of relationships. I'm able to be present for different things because during those 10 days, I'm also in a sorority. Let me tell y'all something about DST, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. It's an event every single day, okay? So when my sorority sisters would have things in those 10 days, I would have to kind of say, you know, I can't go. Or before I would say, yeah, I'm going, I'm hyped. But then that first day of those 10 days hit, and I'm like, fuck, I can't go. And so I never explained to a lot of them why I would flake out. Because how do you explain to somebody, I don't feel well? Well, what's wrong? I don't really know. I can't really tell you because I don't really know myself. You know, so it's lonely. So now that I've gotten the hysterectomy and I'm on the other side of it, I'm gonna do all the things. Like, girl, invite me here. What's next? What should we do? You know, because I feel like I missed out. You know, I feel like there were so many events that I could have gone to, you know, that I just feel like I missed out. So now I thought I was covered. I thought I was clear. I started prepping for my second show, which is, you know, was the comedy show, Note to Self. So I started fasting. I didn't exercise. I didn't do any cardio or anything like that, which I should have. But I started fasting. So I was dehydrated a bit. I was, you know, trying to get everything ready for the show to hand off to one of my friends so she could run the show when I was just, you know, getting the audio, video, people together and all these other things. My grandmother was ill, or she's still ill. So my daughter was behavioral issues at school. So it was just all the things. Then something happened on the 2nd of January. And that was the feather that just kind of broke all the cards. Had I not had everything going on before, that probably would have just been a whole argument with this person, but it turned into something else because I was not taking care of myself mentally. Now, I have the tools. I know how to meditate. I know how to do the breath work. I know how to journal. I know how to, it's something called thought ladder. So you kind of walk yourself back through your thoughts. I know how to do all of that. None of it worked. So the Friday, which was 2 weeks before the show, I hit a brick wall. It was it. Early in the morning, I told myself, I'm tired. I can't do this no more. The pain from this situation is too much. I don't even know if my jokes are funny. I'm not even, and that's another thing about writing. You read your jokes over and over again until they're not even funny. And so I'm like, I'm not confident in these jokes. The audio person not calling me back, my grandma, you know, it was so much. I was like, why am I even here on this planet dealing with this pain?
Yeah.
Who wants to deal with this? Why do I have to do this? And I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. In my basement, it's about to get rough, y'all. In my basement, I have so my washroom is separated from the entertainment part, and I put a curtain up, you know, with a rod to separate that part or whatever. And I just decided, I went and got a belt, wrapped it around my neck, hung it up, and the bar broke. When the bar broke, I dropped to my knees and I said, I don't know, God, you got to tell me what to do, because I'm ready. And it's something is tugging at me to leave this planet, and you got to intercede, because I don't know what's going on.
Right.
In addition to all of that going on and not taking care of myself, I had an untreated bladder infection.
And that'll
Girl,
that'll
I
make
did.
you-
I only thought
my
it was in
clients,
old people.
No, it's
I thought it was in
anybody.
old
That'll
people.
fuck your mind up.
So I had so when I dropped to my knees, the bar broke and I dropped to my knees, I started crying and I asked God, I was like, God, I need to hear from you. I need to know where I need to go next. He said, go to urgent care. So the next morning, I went to urgent care. And one of my good girlfriends called me, or she texted me. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, no, not really. And she was like, and she called me. She was like, where are you? You need to come to my house. I was like, let me get checked out at urgent care first because I think I got a little situation happening. And she was like, okay, and then come back. So I got checked out, got to the doctor, and I was like, I think I thought I had a kidney infection because I felt a fever and my back was hurting.
Symptoms.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like I got a kidney infection. So, they took the test. He was like, no, you have a bladder infection, and it looks like you've had it for quite some time. And I told him, well, I just had a hysterectomy. He was like, with hysterectomies, when women go into menopause, bladder infections
They're prone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that information either. So, gave me my antibiotics. I went and stayed at my girlfriend's house. We hung out, talked and whatever. My other girlfriend came over. And then the next day, I went and got these strong-ass antibiotics. Let me tell y'all something. As soon as they put that prescription in my hand, I had a yeast infection because them antibiotics were so strong. I opened the top, the smell was like, bitch. So I took the antibiotics, I let it kick in. As soon as it kicked in, like a fog lifted. I can't even explain it. And I just kind of was like, I started texting my friend like, oh my God, what the hell did I do? What? And so now that hurt and pain that I was feeling was replaced with shame and embarrassment. And it goes back to your point of the stigma of, I gotta be strong. I have to, I have these two. I was really disappointed in myself because I've worked hard on my mental health. I have all the tools, all the books, and I'm like, I really was disappointed in myself because it was like, Amber, you worked really hard not to get here.
Right.
Yeah. But you're here.
But you're here.
So what does that say about all your hard work? You know what I mean? What does that say? Are you faking the funk? Are you deceiving yourself? Because you're not getting better.
So let me. I'm not the coach.
No, please.
Do you feel you had the support system there to help you through that?
That situation?
Yeah.
That particular situation, yes. But only because I reached out.
Okay.
Nobody knew that I was going through anything until I reached out. But because I was so used to isolating for 10 days every month and walking myself back, that's what I went to. That's what I know. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a problem with a lot of people. You going through it. Either you don't want to burden nobody else with it, or
the shame and embarrassed. Yep.
That's me.
Yeah, or you know what I'm saying? So you keep it all in, but all that do is make it worse.
And it's also another thing, the strongest people in your family are the weakest.
Yeah. Because they do the mental work. It's hard.
It's hard. Those are the people. I've always been the person. I'm the go-to person. I'm the person that everybody tells their deepest, darkest secrets. I'm the person that everybody release all of their problems. I'm the person that's going to talk to you and give you the advice in order to encourage you to be better. But yet, I'm the person that's going through the most, and you would never know.
And I'm the comedian of my friends.
Yeah.
I'm the one that make everybody laugh. So what I would do is when I would have a situation, I'll go through it, I'll isolate, and then I'll find the humor in it. And then I'll tell my friends, like, girl, let me tell you what happened to me last week. And we'll laugh about it. But when I need something else. I can't keep using that as the I don't know, the solution, I guess. But for me, comedy, now that I'm able to shift it into going on the stage, I don't use it as therapy anymore, if that makes sense. I go to those tools that I have. And even my therapist, when I was talking to her, I was telling her, like, I'm so disappointed in myself that my tools didn't work. And she was like, your tools weren't gonna work for that. Your tools that you have are for regular, everyday annoyances. You get in a car accident, or you stub your toe, or you rushing out the house. That's what those tools are for. She was like, you had elevated to a whole new level, and you needed medical treatment. And she was like, not to mention you had the bladder infection. And I think that's key. people need to understand and know, if you have your own tools and you have your own things that you do to get you to where you need to be, you smoke weed, you do CBD, you whatever, that's fine. But you need to know when it's elevated. You need to know when it's time to reach out. And I think a lot of people get embarrassed. They get that stick. Don't nobody want to get... Black people, we tease each other about everything, including having mental issues and suicide. And again, as a comedian, I guess, it's a delicate subject for me because I've gone through it. So how would I feel if you was a comedian and you start joking about it? I would feel some type of way. You know what I mean? But we need to get to a point where we can say to people, hey, reach out. It's okay. I'm not going to make you feel a way about this. And I don't know. It's funny because this one particular friend, I usually don't call her with this type of situation. And it just so happened she was the right person.
Yeah.
She gave me just enough compassion and just enough for get your ass up and let's get this together to get me where I needed to be that night. You know what I mean? So I think also, too, God put people in, you just need to know your friends. You need to know which one you can reach out and say, listen, I'm at my breaking point.
See, I believe this, too, it's a saying that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So,
ooh, yes, come on with the word, choir.
So that's funny. So even when you put out, situations and stuff like that to the universe, it will present itself, to you. But a lot of times and stuff, people like kind of bypass those, things or whatever that, those hints or those messages or those signs and stuff like that. And a lot of times and stuff, I think when people are going through things, they can't even see the actual signs when people are trying to help sometime, or even just a person just to talk to, like you said. Because then, like you said, then two keys or whatever, what you were saying is, you might need to go check on them physically. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just sending out a text, or you know what I'm saying, or at least a phone call. Which
They
somebody
sent the
can hear
police
your
to my
voice,
house a few times.
As they should. Like, we really need to start doing that because, suicide used to be a white thing. It is a lot of black people that have been committed suicide.
And you know what? And not to cut you off, because I'm old and I'll forget. But I did want to say this, and this is so important, so important. People need to realize, too, there's a lot to say in how someone chooses to end their life.
Yep.
It tells you how much pain that person is in.
Yep.
That young lady that jumped, what was that, 29 flights?
Yeah, she jumped.
When that young lady who jumped, she knew that was it. When she jumped over that, she knew she couldn't walk it back.
Yeah.
Me, I could walk it back. You know what I mean? When a person is in that much pain, sometimes it ain't no getting through.
Yeah.
It's no, there's no getting through. And you don't know, and I cry so hard for her because the scariest thing to do if you attempt suicide is to want to walk it back and you can't.
Yeah.
She jumped.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she jumped.
What was her thoughts on the way down? Did she regret that?
Right.
You can't walk that back.
Yeah.
You can't.
You cannot. And so I think that it's such a delicate balance that you give people space to let them, go through what they need to go through. But you also, and I tell this if you follow me on Facebook, I say this all the time. Give people their flowers while they alive. Don't wait till the funeral. Don't be posting on Facebook. Oh, that was my nigga. You ain't seen that nigga in 2 years.
Right. Now all of a sudden you just so
now y'all BFFs.
Right.
Not only give people their flowers, but take the time out, to your point, and call and say, hey girl, what you doing? Hey homie, what you doing?
Check on your
I ain't seen you on Facebook in a minute. You good? In my phone, and I tell people to do this too, I check on a different person every 2 weeks.
Right.
Put it in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, rotate. Just, hey, wanted to see what you was up to, whatever the case may be. But we have to be kind to each other. And through me being kind to other, I have just really found out that when you're kind to yourself, being kind to someone else is easy.
It's very easy.
It's easy.
It is.
So Black people as a community, we have to be kind to ourselves.
Yes.
So we can change the narrative for each other.
Right.
We definitely have to be kind to ourselves. But I also noticed too that a lot of times where it's difficult for Black people, us as a community, to check on each other because we all going through shit.
The same thing.
Everybody going through shit. Everybody got their fronts up. Everybody got a fake smile behind the sadness and the trauma that they're going through. And it makes it a lot more difficult to even check on somebody else when you're going through so much shit yourself. I definitely would say during the pandemic, we had more overdoses in the Black community than we have had over a 40-year span. Yeah. Worse than the crack epidemic and the heroin epidemic. Black people had more overdoses during the pandemic than ever in history. Like, these are facts. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, what a lot of Black people try to do, because we're always taught to be strong, because we went through the most out of all cultures. We went through some shit. So we're known to be these strong people. If you go through slavery, you can go through anything. So a lot of times we take these tools to help with our, I guess you think it's help with our depression and our traumas, and we pick up vices.
Right.
Vices
We self-medicate.
We self-medicate. We drink.
Self-medicate.
We pop pills. We pop perks. We take
Weed,
drugs. We smoke. We do all of this shit that's actually affecting us and causing us to be in more pain and more trauma and more depression.
Just a,
you know what I'm
People
saying?
don't realize your brain. So when you have to heal, your brain is already wired, or not right. Did not use the wrong words there. So when you have to heal, your brain is a muscle. Your brain when you go through emotional trauma, that's where I was trying to go. When you go through emotional trauma, your brain has to heal. It's a muscle.
Yes.
You have to rewire your thoughts. I do a technique called thought ladder, where and I also follow Dr. Caroline Leaf. Follow her.
Okay.
Clean up your mental mess. She has a 21-day detox and she has a 63-day detox. The 63-day detox is a beast, and it ain't for the weak. So basically, when you get a thought, those negative thoughts that we have, because every day we have about 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts in our brain. 80% of those are not true. They're lies. They are all lies.
Yep.
So you have to clean that up. And eventually, and that's why they have the 21 day, because they say once you get through something, 21 days you're over, over it. You have to go through each negative thought and replace it with something specific, a good specific.
Right.
So you can't say I'm not good enough and then try to replace it with but I'm a king. No, you got to say, if your negative thought is I'm not good enough, you have to replace it with something specific. But I can
do this.
I can rap. You know what I'm saying? Or I can,
Because we are good at something.
Yes, but you got to be specific, because just saying I'm a good person, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah,
it doesn't give
broad.
you well, it doesn't give you your doesn't give you a context, because you have to pull back the layers of why you feel like you're a good person, or why you feel like you're good enough. Now, that may be my negative thought. Your negative thought may be something like, my forehead is too big. You know what I'm saying? You got to, I'm not really saying that.
She holds you on the side.
damn, you know what I'm saying? That's how you feel already? Shit.
No.
That's what she said. She said your forehead was big.
Your fofo.
Hey, blame it on my parents. It wasn't my fault.
So you have, and here's the other thing what people don't realize. Doing mental health work is not absolute.
Right.
It's ongoing.
Yeah,
because life is going to happen all the time.
And every time you take a step
and let me tell y'all
up,
something else. Let me tell y'all something. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Those people who tell you got to be happy all the time, shut the up.
Because those people aren't even happy.
You
Let's just start there.
cannot be happy. Happy is an emotion that is temporary.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, what you can do is you can have a foundation of joy. You can have a foundation of peace. So that way, when you do get into a situation that's fucked up, you can grab from that joy. You can grab from that peace. Another thing that we got to stop doing too. Stop telling people, you know, if they rattle your peace, then get away from them. Don't do that, because guess what? This gas out here is rattling your peace, but is you gonna walk?
Right.
You gonna walk? No. Your peace is going to be rattled. You need to stand firm on your foundation of peace. Now, I'm not saying that if it's a toxic situation where a man is beating your ass or a woman is beating your ass
stay,
to
right.
stay. No, I'm saying if a person is in your life and they're worth anything to you and they're rattling your peace in that season, find the fuck out why.
Right.
What's happening in your life that you giving me all this hell and chaos?
So I'm gonna say this for women, not to cut you off. Basically, what she just said, I'm gonna also add to this: women need to stop being so quick to cut off their female friends over some stupid shit.
Yeah.
If you
I agree.
will tolerate Jaquan cheating on you 24/7, having
the
babies
pate?
on you, and you steady taking this nigga back, you should be able to tolerate some little bubblegum bullshit that your friend did to you, and you feel like she was out of pocket. We as black women, we as women, period, are so quick to cut our female friends. I don't fuck with bitches. I am my son and the dot. Like, we are proud to say that we don't have friends. We are proud
have
to
female
say
friends, yeah.
that is not fucking normal.
No.
But yet PJ and Jaquan can damage you to the fullest, to the point to where you hate black men, and you will keep taking this nigga back. But then, you know, Shaquan to do one thing to you because she's imperfect, just like TJ is, and you just cut this bitch off for the rest of her life. We got to stop doing that. It's not cool.
Yeah.
So
Everybody deserves chances.
So and again, that's why I was saying we have to extend grace to each other.
Yes. Right.
We have to extend,
Because we are all
especially-
imperfect.
Nobody on this ain't nobody getting it right. Not one person, not even Jay-Z. Nobody is getting
nobody.
it right.
Everybody at some point.
Everybody
Yep.
has something.
So the one thing I will tell people, just in general, or whatever, is to really exercise gratitude, love,
That's another
and
one.
appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Of your loved ones, your friends,
Don't miss me when I'm
and
gone.
everybody. You know, just in general, because and then not only that, you have to do it for yourself though. You have to love, appreciate, be grateful for yourself for, you know, and actually learn how to
Gratitude
forgive
is a lifestyle.
and love and learn how to forgive yourself.
Yes.
You know, for
That part.
some of the
Yes.
things and stuff that
But you can't forgive
know,
anybody else until you forgive yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, that's because
For
that's,
sure.
you got to learn how to achieve inner peace.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know how to do that, because once you do that, then you're able to
Be
make
forgiving
peace
to other
with
people. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to
And-
be. Yeah.
and just know this, that the hardest work that you can do in life is work on yourself. You know, so people, you know, a lot of times and stuff, you'll see people that tie themselves down in a job. They can work 18, 24 hours a day because they kind of like refuse to do that work on themselves. But at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, in everybody's lives and stuff, and just living in this society, period, everybody is dealing with trauma.
Yeah.
Everybody's
We
dealing
all-
with
Nobody's
something.
coming out unscathed
So-
after this.
Especially black folks.
So if anybody just listening right now that's going through anything, just understand you're not alone,
You are not.
and you know, just reach out to people, and then, like I said, just know that, hey, you know, you have the next minute, the next hour, the next day to look forward to.
Yes.
You know, so what you going through, that's all it is. You're just going through it, so don't stop there.
And
What you
also
going through, yeah.
take it one day,
1 second at a time.
One
Yes.
of my biggest problems is when I go through depression, I think about how much of a loser I am and how I'm not getting shit
Right
done.
down the rabbit hole.
So I get to putting all this shit on my plate, and when you compile your plate, you get nothing done.
Right.
Take it one step at a time, even down to cleaning your home. When I go through depression, you'll know, because all of a sudden my house gets junky. It gets junky. That's when you know I'm going through depression. So then once it gets junky, it gets so junky, now I'm overwhelmed because I don't know where to start.
Right.
So what I've learned when it gets like that, one room at a time, even if it takes 1 week at a time.
Right.
Do one room at a time. Once I learned the technique, okay, we just gonna do one room at a time. All this trying to get the house done in one day. Now I'm overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do it. I'm driving myself crazy. One room at a time. I may do the kitchen Monday and then do the room next Monday. Just take it one step at a time. It took a long time for you to get there. You didn't get there overnight.
Right.
It took a long time for you to get there. So it's gonna take a minute for you to get back. Take your time, one step at a time. Learn how to heal yourself. Another thing, too, I want to definitely tell the people that are listening, your diet has a lot to do with how the depression works. We are eating processed foods. We are eating shit that's being injected. We are eating bullshit. Don't think for 1 second that the shit that you are consuming in your body is not linked to depression. I know for my meat eaters, because I'm a meat eater, so I know people ain't gonna want to hear it. When pigs and cows die, they die in trauma. When they die in trauma, they release certain shit in their blood. Trauma. Okay, they die in fear when they get ready to get slaughtered to death so you can eat it. So when they are releasing fear and agitation, you are now consuming that.
Right.
Okay? You are now consuming that. So you are eating exactly what the fuck their last thoughts were before they died. Don't you think for 1 second that doesn't have anything to do while you walking around here looking at your spouse thinking about bashing them in the fucking head. So you are what you eat as well. So make sure y'all try to at least fast.
And then
try to at least do that.
Also, along with the meat that you're speaking about too, you got to be careful about these genetically modified vegetables too.
Yes.
Vegetables and everything
Right.
else or whatever.
Anything
that they
genetically
actually,
modified.
Yeah, because they actually genetically modifying you,
Yeah.
your DNA, your blood, your everything.
Yeah,
about
you
your,
can just. I tell most people, if you have the opportunity, try to grow your own.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
tried.
If you got a chance.
Yeah, you
I'm
just
barely
gotta
keeping
stay at.
plants alive.
Yeah.
it's a bad thing.
But it's a good
Tomatoes
thing
is the
though.
easiest thing to grow.
Even if
Try
you
that.
start,
I'ma try.
start
Yeah.
off with, like she said, tomatoes,
tomato. It's the easiest
or you
thing
know
to
what
grow.
I'm saying, or like anything that's with seeds where you can automatically plant from the fruit or whatever.
I guess
And
my story. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just
No,
we getting down to the
Go
wire.
ahead. Go ahead.
But if anybody out there listening to us and you do want to get help, check out it's called CNS Healthcare. They have different facilities around the city. Look it up, Google it, CNS Healthcare. And if you're going through anything right now and you feel you don't have nobody to talk to or discuss anything, they're always there. Look them up.
And y'all can call me too, because I've been through a lot of trauma. I went through hell and hot water, and I'm still scarred. I'm still going through trauma, but I can still give you words of advice to help you go, get better, because I'm going through shit.
You about to put your number out on here?
I won't give you
Because I probably
but I'll give you tools.
Yeah.
Because I don't have advice, but what I do have are resources and tools that have helped me walk things back. EQ tools, emotional intelligence tools, books and stuff. It's a lot of stuff out there, but the main point that I wanted to get across is that you have to do the mental work.
Yes.
There's no way around it. Yep. If you want to be balanced, have a consistent, healthy, emotional, anything with anybody, you got to continuously do the mental work. You have to go see a therapist. It's like maintenance.
Yep.
Promise you, you will never go wrong.
And I know it's the winter time, but even in the when it's getting close to being hot, simply going out in the sun. The
Getting that
sun
vitamin
gives
D.
you vitamin D. Vitamin D will make you feel better mentally.
Yep.
Simply something sitting under the sun will definitely help you mentally feel better.
Yep.
And also, when you do it too, another thing which will work wonders for you, it's called grounding. Putting your
Yes.
feet in
your
the
feet.
actual ground.
Yep.
No
Absorbing.
no socks on, no shoes, and
Yep.
ground.
Yes,
Because
ground.
the earth itself, when you ground the stuff, you are getting free electrons.
Yep.
to
A
your system.
magnetic.
And it's magnetic. Yeah, we are electrical
Magnetic.
beings. So,
All through your
gonna have
body.
to try that.
Make sure
So-
y'all do that ground.
And
Not when it's
actually-
cold outside, though.
so a good way to
Grounding.
do it. A good way to do it too. Like is to try to get up before the sun rise and catch the sun rising while you're doing it. When it get a little bit warm and stuff like that outside, because you get actually more of the UV rays that's good for you. And you connect it to the earth and stuff like that or whatever, and you getting the free electrons.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a while.
I'm telling you,
actually
grounding,
like,
guys. You guys,
I'm telling you, I promise you, it works.
hey, it works.
I'm gonna have to try
definitely
that
works.
in the summer.
Yes.
So we didn't get a chance to get to Straight Ratchet today,
Okay.
so we had to in time. But well, I guess you can run it. So
Okay. Okay. You can go ahead and start. You want to put the music on for my little ratchet?
What up, though? This your girl Keys, and it's time to talk straight ratchet.
Yo, this your girl Keys. We're going to do a quick little segment on straight ratchet. I don't know if it's really ratchet, but I do want to talk about erectile dysfunction because a lot of y'all walking around here with the noodle. Okay, y'all pumping and doing all this stupid shit and causing our vaginas to be dry and irritated, and then you try to make it seem like it's the women, but it's really with your funky, bad habit eating motherfucking ass. So, if you are suffering from erectile dysfunction. Now, okay, some of y'all, because, you know, Dre did mention some of y'all are on medication because y'all may have high blood pressure because, and it may be, it may be in the genes. You know what I'm saying? You may have did everything right, but you still suffering from high blood pressure, so you taking meds and it's causing your dick to be limp. Okay, fine. You know, I ain't talking about y'all, but I'm talking about you Coney Island eating Kool-Aid, drinking sugar, motherfucking eating pork, motherfuckers eating all day long, stay in the Coney Island, fucking not practicing semen retention niggas that's walking around here pumping on these females and your dick is semi-hard, and that shit is annoying because you all like, let me take the condom off and put it in and try to make it hard. Like, no, you just whack. Now, if you want to learn,
you gotta mash it in.
that shit is annoying. If you
gotta
want
monster mash it.
a full, if you want a full hard penis, okay, fellas, y'all, this is fellas' way of taking care of themselves. Waiting on the bitch to go to the doctor. Did you go to the doctor? What they say? Oh, okay, I'm good. Take y'all funky asses to the motherfucking doctor. You know what I'm saying? Go to the doctor, get checked out, go get that blood pressure checked out, go get that heart rate checked out, start exercising. Exercising is not just having sex. Start exercising, start eating right. Stop drinking pops and motherfucking damn Red Bulls all day. That shit will fuck your dick up. If you are out of shape 9 times out of 10, your dick is not properly working. If you want your dick to work and you want your shit to be right hard, you're going to have to eat vegetables. You're going to have to drink beet juice. You're going to have to take vitamins. You're going to have to practice semen retention. Semen retention is, you don't have to fuck every bitch you see. Calm the fuck down. Practice the shit. Don't nut every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? Like, men are black men. A lot of black men are very unhealthy. Okay? A lot of black men they don't go to the doctor. They don't take vitamins. They don't do these shit.
Black men don't go
shit.
to the doctor, but as a whole, we as a race is unhealthy. We need to get rid of
we
that.
as a whole, as a race.
What Dave Chappelle tell us?
but
black
women-
people regular ass table salt to get us.
Yes.
Yep.
But the thing is, a lot of times when I say, the reason why I'm going to say black women, because a lot of times if you, most black women have kids. And by you having kids, you are forced to go to the doctor.
Right, no, I agree with you.
So when you
on
go
the
to the doctor,
men
you
not going to
find
the
out a lot of
doctor
niggas are not going to the doctor.
I agree
We're
with
waiting
that.
on
Men don't go to the
our
doctor the
spouse
way
to
they
figure
should.
out, like, you got your pap smear, you good? Oh, okay, then I'm good. Let me go fuck 10 more bitches. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what I'm saying is, as far as the black men, start going to the doctor, making sure y'all go get y'all colon checked, making sure y'all eat healthy.
Prostate. Get that prostate.
Go get that shit checked out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of men thinking that all they got to do is pop a Viagra. You should not be popping no fucking Viagra at the age of 40, 50, or even 60 years old. Your shit should still be working. If it's not working, 9 times out of 10, it has something to do with your eating habits. Now, notice I said 9 times out of 10. I'm not talking about the people that just was born with some shit and they taking meds and they dick not working. 9 times out of 10, if your dick is limp, okay, and you don't have that vein pulsating and that heartbeat pulsating, which makes a woman feel good, it is because you are practicing poor eating habits. Start making sure you eat healthy. Start making sure you are drinking healthy. Drink your water. Make sure you are eating your beets. Make sure you are taking your vitamins. I promise you, your dick will work. And another thing, a lot of these niggas is walking around here doing while y'all talking about bitches pussy is stinking, y'all causing bitches pussy to be stink because y'all giving bitches BV left and right.
Some
Let's
of
talk
them just
about
stink
that.
because they don't take care of themselves. They
Nine
hygiene.
times out of
Hey, what
10.
you saying? Shit, some of them got
just stink.
Listen,
We say some of them
I
got a
worked in the
fish
clinic.
tank.
I
Some
worked
of
in
them
the
just
clinic.
stink.
I'm gonna tell y'all, 9 times out of motherfucking 10, when a woman has an odor, she has BV. If a woman has BV, that means her pH balance has been knocked out of whack. If her pH balance has been knocked out of whack, besides the fact that that bitch eating unhealthy too, 9 times out of 10, it is that nigga. He
cheating.
Either he's cheating, or he's eating fucked up. Because if a man is eating fucked up,
what
and
if she didn't have no nigga?
okay, well
And
then
it's
she,
still
well,
foul.
it goes to what I
Fish
said.
tank.
9 times out of 10, she has a poor eating habit. It can come from
her
soap.
pH is bad.
It can come from you taking a bath and you took a
pH
bath in the
is
wrong soap. You didn't clean the tub out. You know what I'm saying? It can come from your diet. But what I'm telling you is from what I see when I worked in the clinic.
tank.
9 times out of 10, why niggas walking
That
around here
shit
talking
smell like garbage.
why niggas walking around here talking about fish tank is them that cause her motherfucking tank to be fishy. That's what niggas don't
His
understand.
dick should be stinking too.
Okay,
then.
it's his. Soon as he nut inside of her, by day 2,
That's
her
the
shit
case.
stinky as fuck because this nigga either did not clean his shit well, either he ate fucked up, or he fucked 10 bitches 2 weeks ago.
It ain't called the clap no more. It's called the round of applause. Now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I just want to touch bases on that. A lot of y'all
about
walking,
that show, Precious.
a lot of y'all walking around with hair with limp dicks. So if you walking around here with limp dicks, the bitch is not satisfied. She's going to cheat on you. Don't nobody want no motherfucking limp dick. Okay, so you gonna get cheated on. So if you don't want to go get cheated on, you don't want your woman to get fucked good. Make sure you eat healthy
Hey,
because
look.
don't nobody want no lip dick.
Look, can I monster mash it in? Do you like? Hey, look, be like, do you like mushrooms? You want the mushroom head? No.
I hate a nigga who be like, just suck the tip and get it hard. Bitch, if I gotta suck the tip in order to get you hard, nigga, you are a
I don't know about none of this because I'm a virgin now. Y'all figure out how I had a baby on y'all own, but I don't know nothing about this. Y'all figure out how I had
so
that
y'all
baby.
need to get that shit together because I talk to women a lot, and a lot of women are walking. Listen, if men knew if y'all was a fly on the wall and y'all knew the type of shit that women talked about as far as how whack these niggas are when it comes to in the bed, these niggas, it'd be a lot more suicides. Let's just put it like that. My dick don't work. Pow, kill myself in the head. Yes, it'd be a lot more.
So
get it together.
Say on that note,
So you want to give everybody where they can check you out at?
Check me out. I am on Facebook, Amber Ewing, my corporate ass name, but yes, Amber Ewing. You can follow me on TikTok at comedian Amber Ewing. You can follow me on IG at comedian Amber Ewing. My brand person, she gonna change my name soon, so please follow me.
You got any shows coming up?
I do have a show coming up April 3rd. See,
there you go.
Shout out.
There you go.
April 3rd, it's called Trap Kino. My homegirl Darnitha put this together. She's been doing this since July. It's a good vibe. Listen to a lot of trap music and play Kino and hear about all my jokes. And then I'm trying to get into Mark Wrigley's Comedy Castle.
Okay.
In Royal Oak on the 16th, April 16th.
That's what's up.
Okay. I also want to say, make sure you guys tune in to the Wine's Powerhouse hosted by Juan Gotti. I cannot pronounce his last name, Gattavella, on WHPR 88.1 FM Detroit every Thursday from 9 to 10 on FM radio, Roku TV, and the WHPR app. Next week, guest is David Ruffin. He will be in town promoting his single Time of My Life. For features and appearances, please contact Juan at 88.1 GODDAVELLI at gmail.com or text area code 313-939-0539. Also, shout out to the new podcast in 313. It's called Chopping It Up. with Nils and Isha. Hey, y'all.
What up,
They
though?
are a live party podcast. They bring on local talent every week to showcase their talent. And while they are chopping it up with local guests, they also have a local chef chopping it up in the kitchen to showcase their food. They have a great conversations on topics, and food looks bomb too. So go check them out on Friday from 7 to 8 on Instagram, Chopping It Up 313, and their YouTube, Chopping It Up with Nils and Isha. So again, make sure y'all tune into that. And like I said, we will be having David Ruffin on the show next week, so make sure y'all tune into that as well.
And no, we did not dig up the corpse of David Ruffin.
Let me specify that.
We went out with
Temptations?
a weekend at Birdie's in this
That
month.
I couldn't make it while he was alive, y'all. He ain't gonna make it then.
Junior, y'all, Junior.
Right.
All right, y'all. We want to thank everybody who is listening to us, checking in on all the social media sites, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Yep, and thanks again.
We appreciate everybody.
Thank you
Thanks
all for
again,
having me.
Amber, for coming on.
Thank you
through.
to
Thank you.
Amber.
Great,
Thank you.
great episode.
Fun.
You coming through and straight shit.
And y'all, we are
out. See y'all next week.
Bye.
8 o'clock. Peace.
Woo, well, that wasn't so bad.
Straight shooters. Straight shooters. Straight shooters. Straight shooters. We politicking and conversating. We don't miss, we straight shooting. Load it up, keep the aim right, no sideways, we straight shooting. Podcast for the upper class, this dialogue's